Hello, lovelies. Big surprise. We are not doing Adventures in Aloha, unfortunately. We are, however, doing a nice little one shot. I need to throw Altair's uh little thing
Out the
up
window.
here. Where Altair reactive image. There we go. Boop. And just drop you in there. So
I will simply be invisible.
no, you are not purple enough. Unfortunately.
Bullshit!
The hair is too red, clearly.
So I'm fast and invisible.
Yeah. So, thank you, Cat, for jumping on the back of my chair. This is a little one shot from a tabletop RPG known as Crash Pandas, a game about street racing raccoons, created by Grant Howitt. So, thank you, Grant Howitt, for creating this. Uh, our lovely little people here are raccoons. So, little raccoons, we've got Emmy and Altair. Uh, by the way, right here, if you can see me pinging it, that's the car that you all are stealing. Do you see where my ping is?
It's right by the Coliseum. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Cheyenne. Welcome, welcome. You've come at a
Hello.
good time.
Yes, the orc raccoons. So they have. Well, actually, you know what? Uh, we. Allow me to get more into the role playing way. We descend upon this island of Galloping, where it is a fairly nice town, along with one area, the north area, that is dedicated specifically to the rich noble family of the island that originally helped cultivate it. However, this island has one little problem. Two of them, specifically. Everyone in the town, in the mansion above, can hear the sounds of people shouting, objects clattering, dishes breaking, and such. And we see a group of maids and butlers chasing two raccoons. Uh, Altair, would you mind rolling 2d20s to see what your raccoon looks like?
That's a horrifying question. I've always been here. It's about right.
I mean, it's true.
Also, we're just learning as we go.
Boy,
So,
we are on the complete opposite ends of the spectrum here today.
so, this raccoon. By the way, what's your raccoon name?
Do we first name or first and last name?
Whatever.
Jesus. Okay.
Improv,
So-
my boy.
All right, we are Gus Trash Picker,
Ooh.
the renowned used car racer.
Very lovely. And we see Gus here has a dog mask on his head. If angled at just the right way, people might mistake you for a dog instead of a raccoon. In
If
his
people say they got that dog in them, I am that dog in them.
holding it into one of his paws, having stolen it from the garage, is a small bucket of red paint. However, Gus here is not alone. Amy, if you would be so kind.
Really, after I pointed it out?
He rolled the 18. What can I say? We see Gus's companion, who also has stolen a bucket of red paint.
We're going fast as fuck, boy.
And they have on also a bandit mask. It's a little redundant because raccoons, but Who is Gus's partner in crime? Emmy, please tell us about your raccoon.
My raccoon is Anne. The oh, can't think of the name right now, but yeah, she likes stealing things.
What was your name? Well, your name is Pan.
Yes.
Okay.
Lovely.
Haven't
Absolutely.
you heard? Haven't you hit people with a skillet before?
I don't hit people with skillets. I just hit people with skill.
We see the two of you being chased out of the garage because somehow both of you got into the red paint storage. And you two looking around quickly. There are people behind you. You all, Gus, you have the brilliant, bright idea. This car down there at the fountain has been used before, and you, as a used car driver, can use it then. The both of you scramble to the doors, chucking your red paint cans into the sunroof, and both of you hop in a quick little hot wiring. We're just gonna roll off 420s for these. Little quick hot wiring, and the car revs up to life. However, because there's two of you and you are both raccoons, one of you needs to be the driver and the other needs to be the brake and the accelerant. So, who's going to do what?
I've never heard a more dangerous question in my life. Do we have stats here? Is that a thing?
Uh, yes. You do have stats. You have alacrity, which is about moving quickly. Chutzpah, which is about, which is your charisma stat. Ferociousness, which is your strength, and rotundity.
Who made this again?
Uh,
Grant
Grant
Howitt.
Grant Howitt.
You've got a head on your shoulders, buddy.
Uh, if we want, we can quickly roll stats, or we can just make up some numbers of 1 through 4. What will it be? Roll or take the array?
All right, I lied. That's the most painful question I've ever heard. Um. Do. I don't know. Ami, you got a preference?
You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's roll.
Ah, hell.
All right. 4d4. Both of you.
Oh God, no! This is what I was afraid was gonna happen.
So, and both of you keep these notes. So, oh god.
This is horrible.
So both of you keep these somewhere and stuff. Write it down between, and I'm gonna put the in chat. Alacrity, chutzpah, ferociousness, rotundity. Rotundity. Those are your 4 stats, and what you just rolled, those are your 4 numbers. So you can have a 3 and something, a 4 and something, and the rest are 1s.
Existence is pain for a dog.
Abby,
Your
for
raccoon.
Abby, for you, we're also going to give you one of those 1s into a 4.
Oh, thank God.
And what'll happen? You'll roll a d6 based on whatever stat it is that I require of you. If it is your stat, will be added onto your roll. If it is a depending on what the DC is, that'll determine whether or not you succeed. Sound good?
Alrighty. Um. Well. Okay. How do we want to? How do we want to do this? um, I kind of like the idea of faking out being the dog. Do you mind if I take? We should probably split stats unless we both want to be good at the same things and terrible at the other two.
You are both partners in crime.
Then again, if you look like the dog, you should be the one driving because then they think it's a dog and not a raccoon.
Okay, I'll take the chutzpah then, since I'm disguising myself. You should probably take. Let's see. If you're gonna be the pedals, then
Oh, have you decided that she's going to be the pedals?
well,
Yeah.
if we're trying to pass me off as the dog driving, then
Fair.
I gotta be the visible one. Oh man, what's second stat? We should probably have either alacrity or ferociousness to work those pedals.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. The 3 and the 4, I'm probably gonna put as alacrity and ferociousness. Either which one. Because I'm sorry to say, but I don't really need the chutzpah and well, I'm kind of skinny probably.
All right, I could take rotundity. We'll be a big dog. You're the scrappy one. I'm the planner.
Well, I mean, you are the used car salesman. I'm the thief, so it kind of makes sense.
Alright. Well, while you work on that, you notice that the maids, the guards, and everything, they're getting into vehicles as well, and are getting ready to chase you all. Your goal is to get all the way south and cross the bridge to the raccoon safe where you guys have your little hideout that is accessible only to raccoons. Once you cross that bridge, they will be unable to chase after you.
Raccoon laws are weird.
Yes, that is simply how they are here in this town. Raccoons are somewhat sacred, but
Also, I
only in
don't think
that
we're playing
spec-
Tetris.
but only in that specific island. So, you see them getting ready to chase after you in cars. You two decide who's going to be the pedals, who's going to be the driver. You've decided. So, how this is going to work by driving, you will choose an action secretly by setting a d6 to the number of your choice. And then we'll go through them in order. Your options are braking, turning left, turning right, using an item, accelerating, or some other kind of action. But it's such a high stakes situation going on right now. You two are not going to be able to communicate with each other about what action you decide to do.
Oh dear lord.
You will both GM whisper it to me what choice you want to make, and then we'll run through it and see what the results of your actions are.
Okay, how do I go about doing that?
Or we can simply message me on Discord. That might be a little easier.
That might be a tiny bit easier.
Yeah, I agree.
So, the car revs up, and your speed is currently at 0, as neither of you have started moving the car yet. So, what will both of you do?
All right, so what's the deal here? We just send you what our given action is.
Yep, they are brake, turn left, turn right, use item, accelerate, or action, or miscellaneous action, and I put that in the chat as well so you can easily reference it.
Thank you.
Also, do note, the faster that your car goes, the more likely you might hit something and take car damage. If you take 10 car damage, your car breaks down and you too are going to get caught. Raccoons, however, in this world are impervious to serious damage. Alright, Abby has sent me what she will do. And what about you, Gus? What will you be doing?
We're being chased by the cops.
Yes, you did steal paint after all. Alright, so, first up, Pan is going to start accelerating the car. The car is now at a 1 speed and starts driving. Meanwhile, Gus decides to bark at the cops mockingly. uh roll me
Woof woof, motherfuckers.
roll me ferociousness.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Uh,
Alright. With that, the raccoon
It's a 6. Yeah.
you're able to bark at these cops. The cops feel a little surprised at this. They thought they were chasing a raccoon,
Oh, those
not
fools.
a dog. But they did see you. Regardless, they know that's the car that you took. So they're gonna start chasing. And time to roll and see if you take damage. Your car takes damage. Here's how the speed works. At the end of each round, I will roll a d6. Roll d6s equal to your speed. If you're at a 1 speed, I roll 1 die. If you're at a 4 speed, I roll 4 die, so on and so forth. For every one that's a 1, you take car damage. Got it?
Cool.
Your car is safe for now. Alright. What will you two be doing now? Send me your actions.
I was about to shout it out loud.
And of course, feel free to roleplay and narrate your own things as well.
Yeah, what are these cops looking like right now? Who's chasing us? There's people?
Right now, it's mostly maids and butlers. The maids have various kitchen equipment. Some of them have large forks and such. A few are holding butcher knives. One is chasing you with a rolling pin specifically.
they're waving these around in their cars.
They're like sticking out the window, waving them at you all. This is a very weird, lawless city, so to speak, now and then.
Yeah, the knives and our edged weapons, they do nothing. The rolling pin, however, will give me some pause, and I will I will look down at my partner, Pan, and be like, ah, shit, Pan, they got the rolling pins.
Oh, Emmy, don't tell me that. Just say it. Just do it. Say it.
And I look back up at you with my little hand still on the pedal, going, you just keep driving on the road. Should I speed up? Should I speed up? Or should I slow down? Should I speed up? Slow down? What should I do? What should I do?
Pan, get a hold of yourself. They've got the rolling pin. We can't afford to go too fast. They'll roll right over us. We're gonna have to lose him in the streets, Pan. The only way to stop a baker is by making him go down the lane.
Grasping Man!
If we get to Drury Lane, we'll all be safe. Don't worry, Pan. We can do it.
All right. With a little first up is Gus is going to turn the wheel and start turning to the left, narrowly avoiding this broken, what's that, statue on the ground. I was able to rotate these tokens at one point and I forgot how to. It is very hard to see the.
Yeah, the bit of the box that does rotation is a pain in the butt sometimes. Yeah.
There we go. But you're still moving at the same speed right now. You can see that they're starting to get a little faster right now. You haven't remotely gotten close to losing them yet. But did you take any car damage with your little maneuver? You did. You took your car bumps a little. You can feel something get a little loose.
Pan, the car's already used. It can't take this much more.
Keep your eye on the road. You're supposed to be the one driving.
So, raccoons, what shall you do? Alright, first up, Gus, describe the action that you do.
All right, so since we've kind of bumped, I want to try and see if we can't make the cars also hit the statue. Maybe get some more police on them for causing property damage. So I want a hard turn left to try and get on the street. We're going to Drury Lane. We got to lose this baker.
In a hard left turn as you spin down. Meanwhile, Pan, what about you? What are you doing? You've already told me what you're doing. Narrate it.
Well, it's that they're catching up with this rolling pin, so I push my little paw a little farther down on the accelerator.
Zoom. You start zooming ahead. Gus, roll me a chutzpah check.
That's 8.
Alright, with that, you're able to get a little more distance with your wild driving maneuver. The cops seem to get, the mage and stuff seem to get a little, have to slow down a little bit as they try to avoid hitting this very precious statue that to a raccoon has no monetary worth at all. In fact, it just seems like a waste of stone.
It is a waste of stone. That could be used for our hideout. Not that we have a hideout.
But
After all, I'm a dog, not a raccoon. We don't hide out.
they're still in hot pursuits.
Stone better used for cave. Nice cave.
Ooh. Though you did pull a little as you're watching back there and just cheering a little bit, just like suckers, you're not gonna be able to catch me. You accidentally hit a little bit of a brick and another part of the car falls off.
This is why stones are bullshit.
And why I keep telling you to look at the road?
What do you mean you don't agree with me? You know who you're dealing with?
Alright.
I thought I did.
Okay. Roll. Choose your actions.
Oh God.
All right. First up, Gus, narrated.
All right, so I know because I'm a dog and have a very keen sense of smell that allows me to pick out the scent of fresh baked goods. Know that Drury Lane is down this street, and the baker shop is right down here. So we what we need to do, or what I need to do, is get the car over there. So I'm going to hard turn right. Uh, Yep. Drifting along the curvature to Nights on Fire. As I aim the car towards the second stupid statue that this city has for some reason. And resist my attempts to not turn away and just destroy this thing because it's just a waste of space.
Meanwhile, Pan, what about you? What are you doing?
What I'm doing is I'm just sitting here, just staring at Gus driving with this crazy look on my face, because I don't want to go too much faster, because he keeps hitting things.
It's a used car. It's already falling apart. I'll fix it up when we get back. Don't worry.
We still need to get this paint to the hideout. If we don't, she's gonna get mad at us. Don't let her
Oh
get
man.
mad at us.
Oh God, that's even worse than the rolling pin. And the sweat starts to like make the dog mask sort of peel off. I have to stick it back on real quick.
The maids and servants, meanwhile, they manage to figure out their way around the statue, and they're continuing in hot pursuit. They're chatting. We're gonna get you, raccoons! This is the last time you get in our garage for the 7th time! This week! It is only Tuesday!
Ruff, ruff.
And with your little dog, too! And let's see how bad the driving gets.
Our dog just perked up when I did that.
So far, so good. And this time, Gus manages to avoid driving into anything. So, what'll it be now?
Really stupid idea.
Go on. Do it. Do it. This is
We
a
both
one.
have stupid ideas.
Do it.
I'm going all in on these orc plan shenanigans.
We are orcs, fearless.
Oh, you're Ami. I think you're gonna be really happy about my plan here. Don't worry.
Oh,
I think I'm
let's
gonna be
hear.
happy too.
Let's hear it. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't do it this turn, but don't worry, it's gonna happen.
Also, if we read the thing, we should have had a success, I think, with the last one. Because one of those was a 4 that you rolled.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and that's
I-
why you didn't crash. But you've also made some pretty good distance as a result.
So we struck ahead of rivals.
Absolutely. So, Gus, what are you? What's. You still need to send me your action.
Yeah, I'm making plans over here.
What could be going through that little raccoon head? Alright. Gus, narrate.
All right, so I see this dragon statue here. This useless, worthless dragon statue. And an idea forms in my head. So I'm going to turn the car just slightly to go down that screen left road. Like aiming on near the right side of that dragon wing. And I'm gonna shout to Pan. Uh, Don't lose your head. We're using a bit of the paint.
Ah,
As long as we get a little bit to her, we'll be fine. That's why we grabbed extra.
We got 2 buckets. 2 buckets is plenty.
I think she's only one, but having two, that's always a good thing, right?
meanwhile, meanwhile,
Gus starts counting on his little niblet fingers, but he doesn't know how to count.
meanwhile, however, Pan has pushed down even further on the accelerator. You're going even faster now. Your pursuers are having a bit of a hard time keeping up with you all. How dare these raccoons not have any decency for off-road safety laws? And as you're starting to accelerate down, you're trying to get to this narrow pathway. You do slightly clip the back end of the car against one of the buildings. Pulling up out from behind one of the buildings is, in fact, a rival car.
That little bastard.
It's the red pandas. As I pull right here. You took our red paint! We need the red paint! Otherwise, how else are we gonna be red?
Kai, you big smelly trash panda!
How dare you! You're the trash panda! We're regular red pandas!
I'm a dog! Arf, arf!
You're nothing without that paint and without your little buddy either! We're gonna get you this time! By the way, the red pandas live in the garden of the nobles up here. But of course, they have a feuding rivalry. So, new development. Players, choose your actions.
Ready for the orc logic?
Oh,
Always ready
absolutely.
for the orc logic.
Ooh, interesting.
Orc logic always wins.
Yes, orc raccoon logic. By the way, just saying, since you have uh 4 successes built up, by the way. So, you know, if you want, you can spend your 4 successes to do something, to just narrate something really cool. I'll allow you to spend 3 successes if you just wish to narrate things. Do you want to do that?
I none of those are applicable to the thing I'm doing right now, Ami.
What's
You
up?
got you got something fun you'd like to use those successes on, or are we banking them for now?
You know, that's completely up to you. You're the one that has the orc logic right now.
All right, let's bank them until after this little moment, because this has nothing to do with our ability to do something cool. It's literally just orc logic.
So, well, as a result of trusting you in your decision, Pan is going to hold back, not really do anything, and wait. Meanwhile, Gus, what are you doing?
So as we drive by this dragon, which um all these stone statues are pointless because obviously they're just sleeping. I mean, what's the point of an installation that just like sleeps, right? It doesn't do anything for anyone. In fact, it's bad for the dragon. So I'm gonna wake it up. I throw the red paint on it, some of the red paint, because red paint makes you faster, and since he's sleeping, it'll wake him up faster. And dragons like to spread their wings, stretch out when they wake up, the same way, like a dog, for instance, might stretch, make the big stretch. So I want to see these wings unfurl. I want to see this dragon wake up.
All right. This
Oh, my chair from laughter.
What's up?
I just fell off my chair for laughter.
It's a good thing I've never played 40K, because I would try and cheat to play the orcs.
No, actually, the worst thing is you're doing perfect orc.
Oh, oh boy.
You started this, miss.
Oh, I know I did, and I'm enjoying it.
I started it.
You chuck red paint out the window at this statue that is clearly just a sleeping stone dragon. And it shakes awake. Just stretching its wings, spanning across both sides of the street. The maids and servants quickly skid their cars to the side, trying to avoid hitting anything. Ah, the raccoons have awakened the Great One! How dare they? He's not supposed to wake up until 7 tonight! You woke him early! How dare you, raccoons? Have you no respect for the elder ones?
Raccoons definitely don't, but I'm a dog. Arf.
And your little dog, too! Meanwhile, however, the red pandas are still setting up a nice blockade, which you are all heading right for, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, all those successes.
all right, players, go ahead. Or would you like to simply narrate what happens?
Wait, can we? Huh, can we communicate with each other on narration?
Absolutely.
Okay, on me.
Stop.
I think it's time that we lose the disguise, and it just so happens that there's a couple of little guys here who definitely took the red paint. And they've definitely got a couple people they're dropping that red paint off to.
I mean, they are red-handed.
Mm. So how about we do a little drive-by drop-off here?
Drive by, drive by.
Wait. All right. Uh, do you want to do a little tandem narration? You're controlling the speed of the car here. So you control how the car moves. I'll control how the drop off happens. That sound fun?
Sounds like it'd be fun.
Go on.
All right, go for it. You say how the car moves, and then I'll make up a way that we do the drop.
Alright, so we're going forward. There's a car in front of us. And so I put the speed on one more time. We're going to go faster. We're going to run straight at them. And as we get towards their window, I'm going to be like, now.
All right. We are.
Are you still just driving directly at them, by the way?
Well, that's why we're narrating, right?
Go on.
Yes.
Yep. So the car speeds up. The sweat thinking about the chance that we might not get this red paint back, right? That's already loosened up my dog mask. So what's gonna happen here is I'm going to hard turn the wheel so that we make a left turn and like just tap against this car. But I want the momentum of the turn to knock my dog mask off my face and onto the face of the red panda driver. And while that's happening, I'm gonna throw a little red paint on the side of their like window there. It's gonna make them a little faster, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna shout as we're going by. Thanks for the car switch. We're out of here. Make sure you get the red paint back. Where'd you say these guys were at?
They live in the north in the hedge maze.
Make sure you get this back to the hedge maze safely. And then we keep going.
You little... You raccoons! And you weren't a dog! You were a raccoon the whole time!
No, you were the dog! Don't you see? I point to the mask. I was like, you were the dog the whole time! Like, obviously loud enough for everyone else to hear us.
The servants all start running up and surrounding the red pandas. Oh, we have you surrounded. Give up the paint. The red pandas stare back at you two. You little... We'll get you for this! And you can see them start to be, as you see the mage and stuff, start pulling out the rolling pins and approaching the red panda's car. You do hit a bump, however, from all of that. The hitting the car did cause a little bit more damage to happen. But you are driving off. What now will you be doing?
Sailing into the sunset.
Mistress gets her paint! Mistress gets her paint!
But what are you gonna do now that you don't have your 2 paint that you retrieved?
One is better than 2. I've counted on my fingers and I've determined mathematically that 1 is larger than 2.
Leo, I know you're watching this as my head editor. Please make this a short. Make that a short.
I can hear Ami just rolling around in the distance.
Yep. Yes, I am. It's a good thing I'm right next to the bed.
Oh. She's like, oh, thank goodness for push to talk. They can't hear me cackling like a madwoman.
Oh, that's like the best part though.
No, no, no. The best part is that you can't hear my husband going, "What the fuck is going on in there?"
Does he play Warhammer?
Yeah, I literally told him Orc Logic. He's like, "Oh fuck."
So you two.
I've never even touched a Warhammer miniature. I just know the orcs. I mean, I know a bit of it. I tried to get into it, but I got dangerously close to like actually spending money on it, which
Oh
is
no.
bad. Yeah.
I've already spent $1,000 on figurines just putting them together. I still haven't even painted them or played with them, but I've been putting them together.
I mean, no.
However, this $1,000 is over 3 years.
I mean, that's still a lot for something you haven't gotten to play with yet. Do you not have a local scene, or are you just not interested?
To be honest, I've never really been interested in playing. My husband wants to play, but I've never really been interested in playing. I just like putting things together, and it you know, like on those days where it's like really stressful and you just want to relax, just stabbing things into each other and gluing them together actually helps.
Oh, fair enough.
Speaking of things needing glued together, your car is taking quite a bit of damage lately. It has gotten hit 5 times. It's about halfway. You start losing a bit of speed, kind of puttering about down here in the little ruins of what used to be the old town before the Red Panda Gang did what they did with their previous war with you all. Gang wars and all that, as they do.
Those bastards.
There's a reason that the town all moved up a little bit more north. You drive back across the bridge to the Raccoon Sanctuary, where greeting you is the Grand Matriarch Raccoon. She sees your car pull in, and she approaches. You can see she's a lot slightly taller. She's an inch taller than the average raccoon. As she
Giantess.
approaches. So, you got the goods?
Boy, did we.
Good. Show 'em. Come on. Give 'em up. Let's see it.
Pan, you got the bucket.
I lift up the bucket.
Yes. Excellent. Now that we have the red paint, we can finally put the plan into motion to take over this island and reclaim it for the raccoon kind, away from those rich, noble red pandas and their noble family and their righteous views and all that. Nah, this island will belong to the raccoons.
Yeah, eat the rich.
Also, mistress, guess what?
What? What did you do?
We made it to where the people thought the red pandas took it, not us.
Good. We gotta be able to spread the mistrust amongst the red pandas. Soon they won't know what hits them.
Actually, I think what hit them is a dragon. And a bunch of cars. And a rolling pin.
Oh, God.
Rolling pins.
Not the rolling pin.
And they had the rolling pin mistress.
I'm glad that you two got out of there safely. We all know what happened the last time rolling pins were involved. The three of you all shudder.
Rolling pins, mistress.
Even I bow down to the almighty weapon of the rolling pin. But
You're as wise as you are beautiful, mistress.
thank you. Now, with this red paint, we can finally start the final touches on the plan.
The plan.
You forgot what the plan is, didn't you?
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
No, it involves red paint and eating the rich.
Very, very true. For you see, we have uncovered the secret weapon.
Secret weapon, secret weapon.
Yes, they won't know what hit them. As she leads you all through the little raccoon hideout and such, you all go down to the sort of main lobby atrium area where you can see the great grand weapon, a Roomba with a knife duct taped to it.
Victory is assured.
And as they start
Victory.
putting the red paint on the Roomba, you notice that its wheels that are spinning around in its little sort of cage area, it starts moving faster and faster. Yes, yes, we shall unleash this upon the red pandas and the rich. They won't be able to stop us anymore.
Just Gus is just staring in awe. He looks at the mistress and he says, mistress,
Yeah.
what would you say to one more heist before we set the plan in motion?
And what were you thinking of stealing? Is it going to be their powerful rolling pins? Is it the ever elusive, dangerous television remote? Or is it the nuclear warhead they have hidden in the garden?
We shall paint the nuclear warhead purple.
Even better, mistress.
Yes?
We shall take from them the thing they hold most dear.
Ah, I see! We're going to steal the moon!
The rockets on the used car will send us all the way up. They won't be able to run away from the moon on the Roomba.
Brilliant! Let the plan begin. And I do think that's where we're going to end this one shot. Oh, for something that got slapped together and was an improv comedy this whole time. Oh, that was glorious.
You should have expected to be something like this with me and him here.
Oh, absolutely. I am so glad that did you both enjoy this little one shot from Grant Howitt for Crash Pandas?
Yeah, it was very fun and goofy.
Good. Well, I will be sure to look for more one shots, as well as giving you a little bit more time in advance.
For being last second, that was rather easy to just jump into.
That's the brilliant part about these one-page D&D one-shots. Just jump right in, make up as much crazy lore as you want, and just have fun with it. What was your favorite parts of this?
One thing?
Just
dare you.
some of your favorite parts.
The orc plan!
Yeah, definitely the orc plan. 100% the orc plan. Fuck those rivals.
Red paint? Red paint? Yeah, it'll awaken the stone dragon. Because.
Yeah, why not?
If an orc believes it to be true, it is true.
And
Yeah,
thus, if the
obviously-
raccoons believe it to be true, same thing.
I mean, obviously it was sleeping. Why else would you have a statue? Like, it serves no purpose if it's not just someone that's alive.
Exactly.
I so look forward to doing more of these in the future.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not gonna get any less crazy. So
Good, it shouldn't. For the audience, on the days that we aren't able to fully run Adventures in Allah, I will be pulling random one page one shots, and we will just be having so much fun with it. Expect more crazy stuff like this, and who knows, maybe Gus and Pan will return in a future one shot.
Gus is definitely gonna be like my next artificer.
I think Pan will be my next thief.
custom custom lineage.
How did he come into this world? Well, he was a raccoon that got somehow portaled into this world and transformed into this.
Just because.
Yeah, cause isekai.
Well, I do believe that's where we're going to end the stream. This has been a very, very lovely one shot. If you want to see more and everything, feel free to check out the previous live streams. And also check out Grant Howitt's on Itch.io. They have a lot more of what they do. So go and check it out, and who knows, maybe you can go run your own. If you like what you saw, consider liking, commenting, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to also tell a friend and ring the bell for notifications. I'll be back on Thursday with some Baldur's Gate. Hope to see you then. Some more tabletopping, adventure, role playing, gaming. Check out my short poems as well, and join us and the other buns over on the Cinnamon Bakery Discord. There you can find schedules, discussions, and info about how to support us and a growing group of other awesome VTubers. Links to everything will be in the chat now. And they're also on my profile page, so I hope to see you all there. Until next time, be safe, stay lovely, watch out for paint being thrown out of windows. Make good choices, and I will see you lovely folks next time. Bye now.
Beware the rolling pin.